Number five. Number five has a fraction in it. So I figured that would probably like scare you. So, I mean, I'm still dressed up in Halloween costume, so maybe you are scared. Maybe I'm scared. Okay, so we've got 5.5 yards equals how many inches? So we're gonna look in our chart up here. Let me erase these. Look at our chart. We want to find the comparison that compares yards to inches. Yards to inches. This is inches to feet? No. Feet to yards? No. Inches to yards. This one right here. There's where we're going. So I'm going to make a ratio out of that information. 36 inches to 1 yard equals, now I'm going to put this on my other side of my proportion. It says 5.5 yards. Am I going to put it on the top or on the bottom? Look, yards is on the bottom, so we're going to put 5.5 yards on the bottom. Okay, so how do we get from 1 to 5.5? 1 to 5.5 would be times 5.5. So we're going to do the same thing to the top, times 5.5. So we're going to do 36 times 5.5. You might be like, wait a minute, how are we going to do that? Well, you learned how to multiply fractions and mixed numbers last year, but we're going to change it to a decimal. 5.5 is the same as 5.5. So let's do 36 times 5.5. I'm going to stack mine. We've been practicing this. Okay, 5 times 5 is 30, right? Your 0, carry your 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Now, in class, I always say, plop and drop and clean out the top. Plop and drop means plop this killer 0 down. Plop and drop that killer 0. It'll kill your math problem if you don't remember that. And then clean out the top. Clean out these little numbers that you carried over. Now we move over to the other 5. 5 times 5 is 30. Write your 0, carry your 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Okay, now we add that together. That's 8, that's 9, and 1. We put our decimal in the correct place. Look, there's only 1 digit behind the decimal. So we move this over to there's only 1 digit. Okay, so actually, we can drop that 0 because it holds no value right there. And we can just put 198. 198 inches. Okay.